welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and I hope you are equally as excited for my Halloween season 2025 as I am. Reminder, I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week until Halloween, Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays, like the good old days, the old schedule. So please join me here Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays, of course, if you have the time. The mould I'm going to be using is the smaller, around 18 centimetre round druzy edge mould from Moulds and Shapes. Of course, that will all be linked down below for you in the description box alongside your 10%. But guys, made in the UK, custom sizes UVDTFs. Look at this sticker. Amanda Towgood on Resin Supplies Den does custom made UVDTFs. Now, I was chatting to Dennis from Resin Supplies Den. We were talking about other things and he said, well, you know, we have Amanda now who does UVDTFs. I was like, you have what? Who? What? So I immediately messaged Amanda. Now, this is not sponsored. I bought these. I messaged Amanda and I said, can we please? Guys, look at these. Look at these. How stunning. I literally asked Amanda to send me all of the images she has that are remotely Halloween, witchy, spooky, anything she has. Please send me the pictures. And then she sent me all of these images and I was able to say to her, right, can I please have this in 10 centimeters? Can I have this in 15 centimeters? Can I have these in 5 centimeters or 3 centimeters? And Amanda was able to do it for me. I'm beyond excited. Now, we all know we can get UVDTFs online from anywhere, but the fact that these are made in the UK and they are customizable, is that even a word? That is what is so exciting about this video today, because I knew what size I wanted and it was made for me, specific for the tray that I knew it was going in. And I'm sorry, this image is beyond stunning. Look at this. Okay, back to the video. That's enough excitement for one day. Right now, I know I'm going to pull out all of the colours from this UVDTF sticker that Amanda made me. But for now, which is quite hilarious if you think about it, what I really want is moons and stars to go around the outside edge of the sticker. Now, the mould is so static. Silicone is so static. It's literally pulling the moons and stars off of my finger into the center where I really don't want them to be. So it did take me a while. So many of you have told me to use a tumble dryer sheet to rub the mold first, and that gets rid of the static, makes it anti-static. Of course, I've got them in the kitchen cupboard downstairs. Did it even occur to me at the time to go and get them? No, even though you guys have told me so many times, Claire, use a tumble dryer sheet, that won't happen. I still didn't run downstairs and get them. But so we have lost out on a few moons and stars that are going into the center of the mold right now. Right now, all of my focus is on that gorgeous, juicy, druzy edge rim of the tray and the outer edge of that flat section. I really want to tie it in with the UVDTFs. Now, so many people, I say so many, I've probably had 3 or 4 negative comments about using UVDTFs. And guys, I get it. I really do get it. It's a sticker. Now, at the end of the day, for me, when I use UVDTF stickers, I think it's equally important to put as much work in to the background, because then you're going to tie it in with the sticker. And for me, it's no different to using holographic foils, holographic stickers, and or temporary tattoos that we all know and love. So I don't have an issue with it. So that's all really. That's all I'm saying. Now, the outside edge is getting an alcohol ink treatment. Again, I'm tying the colours in. So I've gone with a bright green alcohol ink, a pink alcohol ink, and a purple alcohol ink. I think, do I add blue? There's so many colours in this sticker. Honestly, you could throw in pretty much any colour in that sticker and it would still all work. Now, the other thing to mention is that this sticker has got a beautiful, beautiful, almost glow in the dark. It's not a glow in the dark sticker, but it's got this gorgeous aurora light around the crow and the candles, giving a UV light giving a glow in the dark appearance. So using glow in the dark pigments or glow in the dark powders with this would also work a dream, because it would draw on that coloration of the sticker. You can see here I'm just pouring clear resin around this edge to give me that beautiful mix of those different color alcohol inks. Now in this sticker there's a gorgeous green, there's a cauldron on the sticker, and it's giving off this almost neon green smoke. So I know that that's gonna kind of like be on that side when I demold. So that is why I've gone with just green. Now at this point we're chucking it all in. I am not waiting for that epoxy resin rim to cure up. I am pouring right now, immediately. I'm doing it all, and we're chucking in with the mica powder technique. Now again, I'm just drawing out from the sticker, so we're going in with blue, green, purple. We're also going to be using some like moody grey, like moody black stroke dark grey mica, just to pull out all of the colours that are in that sticker. And then of course, if you've been with me for more than just a week, then you'll know we are going to pretty much douse all of this mica powder in alcohol, isopropyl alcohol spray. So again, being quite generous with my powders. I've got some big hunky chunky clumps on here, and that's okay, because once we spray it with the isopropyl alcohol, that will A, dilute it, and B, help all of these colors blend together to get that gorgeous result that I absolutely love. So again, all of the colours from the sticker: purple, blue, green, pink, and dark grey. 2 different purples here as well. Any mica powder will do. I am predominantly using the mica powders here from Estoyo. But that wine colour, that dark reddy wine purple, that is Resin Pro mica powder. Again, Resin Pro, I don't work with them, not sponsored, purchased myself. Estoyo, I do have a code down below for them. So now we saturate. I think I counted about 10 or 15 sprays here. I'm not pouring tons of alcohol on. I'm literally just spray until I can see movement, until I can see all of those powders start to merge and start to blend together. Now the background for this one is going to be pink, because look at this sticker. It's just everything, this gorgeous glowy pink neon purple glow. I figured pink would be the best colour for the background. Now again, resin does what resin wants. Okay, so light plum, look at me, I'm getting ahead of myself in the voiceover. Arteza light plum mica is this colour. It's stunning. It's like a 2-tone chameleon, purple and pink. Resin does what resin wants. So whatever I do here, I still don't know the outcome. I still don't know if the powders are going to work the way I want them to work, or if they're going to work the same way that they've worked in previous videos. So to kind of like trap the powders in, I'm pouring directly over the edge here of those clumps of powder. I don't want them to go anywhere. If I pour all of this resin directly into the center, I was worried that it would, I guess, push the powders off the edge into the sides. And again, I'm not too worried about the sides at this point. Those colors are still going to come through, and I was hoping really that most of those mica powders won't sink and drown out my green glowy alcohol ink. Okay, 24 hours later, time to demold the tray and see if these powders have done what I want them to do. Now, granted, for me personally, they weren't as wow as they were in my autumn tray. I think my autumn tray was just one of the best results, and the edges of this druzy edge definitely, like, because I poured wet on wet and I didn't wait for that druzy edge to fully cure up, we have definitely lost some of that transparent crystally edge that I was kind of hoping to go for. But it makes sense. I did pour dark opaque wet resin over clear resin. So just know, if you're going for a crisp, clear, transparent edge, let it cure overnight. It does look like most of my colours sank, but still, it's gorgeous. Now I'm putting the sticker down. These stickers are so tough, guys. Once they're down, it's almost impossible to get up unless you chisel them off. And I'm putting it down so that the green smoke from the cauldron is right next to the green mica powder on the tray. That was intentional, and you can see there the green alcohol ink has all but disappeared from the rim. So all of these little things kind of add up. I'm still in love with it though, so I'm not too angry. Pushing this sticker completely and utterly down. Now, In a dream scenario, I would have disguised the sticker a little bit more at the top left. You see that dark navy, dark indigo, purpley edge? I would have disguised that a bit more with maybe a really dark blue mica. Guys, I don't have anything like that. Does anyone know anywhere that does a seriously intense, dark, really dark indigo blue mica? I have nothing, and I have quite a lot. I don't have anything that dark in my stash. But in an ideal world, I would have had more dark colours up there just to tie the sticker in a little bit more and disguise that edge, but equally stunning. I absolutely love it. I still think all of the colours I put in and around the edge work so well with the sticker, especially that pink. That pale pink on the left is just identical to the pink around the crow or the raven. We're going with raven because I am getting absolute Edgar Allan Poe vibes. If anyone is a fan of Edgar Allan Poe and The Raven, now my husband absolutely loves that poem and he knows it word for word. So I knew exactly what vinyl cricket I needed to put on this tray. Can anyone guess what it is? Let me know in the comments if you already guessed what it is I'm going to put on this tray to tie it all together and make it very, very Poe-esque along the Raven theme. And if you guessed Nevermore, then you are absolutely right, because it was just screaming out for this word to go at the bottom. And of course it will obviously, guys, I can't speak today. Of course it will also disguise that edge a bit. You know, that very, very stark contrast between the sticker and the mica powder. It's just absolutely perfect. I can't think of anything that would have worked more perfect than this word Nevermore from The Raven, Edgar Allan Poe, of course. So yeah, this is it. We're pretty much nearly done, guys. I hope you are feeling as inspired as I was feeling at the time, like so excited. I absolutely love the result. My husband also loves it, being his favourite poem, although I'm not sure he's feeling the neon pink and the bright pink. If you were to do this, imagine with just like jet black and grey and silver background with stars and moons, I think Tim would have liked it a little bit more, but as it is, he still appreciates it and he absolutely loves the results. This is what we're looking like so far, but of course we can't finish it there. We do need to give this a top coat. Now, we're top coating purely to seal that although that UVDTF sticker is never going to move, but we're going to top coat to seal it in, and obviously to seal in that cricket vinyl of the Nevermore word, and also giving it a gorgeous glossy yummy top coat. You don't want too much. You still want this to be a tray if you want this to be a tray, right? This could be wall art. Easily transformed into wall art by adding a chain or a rope to the top with some screw eyelets. You've got yourself a beautiful piece of wall art. But again, I do want this to be a tray for my husband's office, so you don't want to put too much resin in. You still want it to act as a tray. 24 hours later, and this is what we are looking like, and I love her. I love her so much. The edges are gnarly and sharp and dangerous, and we do need to do something about that, but let me know what you think. Amanda, this sticker is it's just so much. It gives me all of the feels. Honestly, just there's so much to see on it as well. There's just so much visual interest, and every time you look at the sticker you see something completely different. So guys, like I said, not sponsored. I did send the money over to Amanda for these. So guys, if you would like any UVDTF stickers made here in the UK, customizable to the size you want, which for me was key, absolute key, then do head over to Resin Supplies Den and hit up Amanda Towgood, and I will leave Amanda's details. Well, I'll leave the link to the Resin Supplies Den Facebook page in the description box down below. So you go over to the Facebook page and you just go in there and you will find Amanda Towgood, and you can DM her, order directly from her, look at the images that she's got available or whatever you know, whatever images it is you want, and then let her know what you want. And yeah, exciting. So exciting. Exciting times ahead. And I cannot wait to use the other ones that she sent me because, oh my gosh, stunning. Yeah, this is it. We've sanded the edges using the Let's Resin sanding tool, and we've put on our little cork feet, and we're done. So Amanda Towgood is your go-to person if you are interested in getting yourselves some UK made and printed UVDTF stickers, because, oh my gosh, obsession. The negative for me on this, listen, I will always be honest with you guys, the things I would do differently if I were to do this again. I would definitely have done that edge differently. I would have allowed that to cure overnight so that we maybe had some transparent alcohol ink design in the edge, but it still ties in, it still works. It just looks a little bit volcano-esque. I didn't necessarily want it to look like that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I hope you feel inspired. Here's some close-ups of that absolutely stunning Druzy edge tray and the sticker, of course. And I will see you all in the next video, which will be day after tomorrow, Wednesday. 3 videos a week between now and Halloween. Oh, so excited. I can barely contain myself. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.